Hey there, how's it going? This is Ian, also known as ppcian. I'm from ppcian.com. I'm a digital marketer, and today I want to share my first digital marketing definition with you guys. Let's talk about retargeting, also known as remarketing. You've probably heard of this channel if you've been in digital marketing for a while now. It is a very popular channel and probably my favorite digital marketing channel. What's this channel all about? Well, retargeting allows you to advertise against consumers who have already been to your website. You can think of it as your safety net. You're probably spending a lot of money, you're probably spending a lot of time, you're probably spending a lot of thought and brain power to acquire consumers to your site. Whether it's marketing dollars or it's just time, thought, and money building content, it is expensive and it's an effort to get consumers to your site. Let's overlay that fact with the fact that consumers these days are browsing many different websites before making up their mind on what they want to buy. And this is a good thing. Consumers are smart. I encourage them to look at all of their options, to be savvy. That's a good thing. Now, where does retargeting come to play? Well, knowing both of these backgrounds, expensive media landscape, savvy consumer, what retargeting can do is give you a competitive advantage. It can be your safety net that will allow you to acquire consumers back to your site after they've left. Also, it's relatively effective in cost. Think about the auto insurance category, for example. If you're buying media for auto insurance, whether it be paid search on Google AdWords, whether it be display banners, contextual ones on auto insurance websites, you are spending an incredible amount of money. Clicks in auto insurance these days are probably ranging anywhere between $10 and $30 per click, depending on the day, for a keyword like auto insurance on Google. That's expensive. Now let's look at retargeting. On average, you can probably get CPMs maybe in the $2 range, I would say. CPM means cost per 1,000 impressions. And $2 for 1,000 impressions, especially if you've got great click-through rates, which you probably will if you build amazing creative that truly adds value to your consumers, man, that's a lot better than that $10 to $30 per click range, and you're getting someone back who is already engaged with your brand. So lesson number one today is retargeting. It's a great channel and it's your safety net. It can transform your business, guys. Now, something to keep in mind with retargeting. Be careful with your impressions. Retargeting is a channel that just offers a lot of scale. You can really deliver as many impressions as you want, but think from the consumer's perspective. Only deliver enough impressions that truly add value to the consumer's life. If you are inundating them with so many impressions, they may get turned away from your brand and the channel may hurt you rather than help you. So set those great frequency caps to manage your impressions. Another lesson here, think of retargeting as an extension of your brand. Whether a consumer is on your website or off your website, I look at it all as the same. It's all about the consumer experience, and you can have consumer experiences many places, on the phone, on your website, off the website with retargeting creative, for example. So think through that lens and build creative that adds value to your consumers, just as you would add value if they're on your website. Another thing to think about with retargeting, get started today. Why is that? Well, retargeting is only as good as the lists that you can build. How do you build a retargeting list? Well, you add pixels to your website, and you can only start building the lists from the day the pixels are added, and also the day you configure the software that you're using to start building lists. Let's take an example. Google Analytics is the best way to easily get started, in my opinion, from a scrappy perspective. Most of you guys probably already have Google Analytics on your site. If you don't, install it. It's really easy. Once it's installed, you can start building lists for retargeting within Google Analytics. All you have to do is go to the settings, go to lists, retargeting lists, start building those lists. Once you start, the lists will start accumulating. Even if you don't plan on using them for a while, better to start building them now so that you can have those lists ready when you need them. Think of it another way. You're probably paying or working hard now to acquire consumers to your site, so let's get as much yield on those investments as possible. Now, once you've created your lists in Google Analytics, you just link with Google AdWords and you can start porting them in and running campaigns. It's as easy as that. Now, another thing to keep in mind, there are platforms out there that make your life easy. They make your life incredible. They will make you look good, your brand look good. And I'm talking about platforms like Steelhouse. Steelhouse is a retargeting and programmatic engine. By programmatic, I mean automated biddable media that will go out on the internet and retarget your customers for you. What it will do, in addition to buying media as efficiently as possible and as effectively as possible, is Steelhouse can work with you to build the most advanced creatives you've probably ever seen. I'm talking about things like videos, countdown clocks, combinations of videos and countdown clocks. Basically anything you can build on your site, they can build it for you in creative. So just a tip for today is to consider working with a partner like Steelhouse. So we talked about Google Analytics, AdWords, Steelhouse. Another one, Kenshu. Kenshu is an amazing platform, technology platform that enables marketers to buy media and to manage digital marketing. That is another wonderful opportunity to manage retargeting through a platform like Kenshu. So before we close today, I want to offer two tips. But before we do that, let's summarize really quickly. Retargeting, it's your safety net. Guys, if you're not doing it already, get started. Be careful when you do retargeting. Keep a consumer-first perspective, as you would do with anything you do in digital marketing. Also, start building your lists today. Now, to add 2 more tips before we close out, there's a related channel that I recommend called Custom Audiences. Many of you probably know about this. If you collect email addresses on your site, even if you don't, you probably have email addresses of customers. If you want to advertise against current customers or prospective customers where you have their emails, you can do that. There are technologies out there such as Facebook Custom Audiences that allow you to do that. Now, that's not exactly the same as retargeting, but it's a similar channel, so I wanted to recommend that and bring that up today. But again, only advertise against them if you can add value in their lives. So another point I wanted to bring up today is segmentation. Retargeting is going to be very different based on where someone is in their journey with your product. So think about the consumer who has something in their shopping cart, for example. You may want to retarget them with a coupon, or you may want to retarget them with a carousel of products, including the product that's in their cart right now. Let's add some value. Let's bring the experience of the website to them. However, let's think about the consumer who's just reading an article on your website. Let's say the article is about anything, shoes. And let's say you sell all kinds of clothes. Well, when you retarget them, you're going to retarget them with offers and information and content and value related to shoes. Now, think about a consumer who's only been to your homepage. You don't know a lot about them, but maybe you just want to start out with a more generic brand message. So you've got to segment your consumers based on how they've engaged with your site, because that engagement-based segmentation will drive the most value in your creative, most value for the consumer. Now, in addition to driving value in creative, the segmentation will allow you to bid effectively. So consumers, for example, who are far along in the funnel, they've got something in their shopping cart, they're ready to check out, those consumers are worth a lot more from a CPM basis, from a bidding perspective, than someone who's just being exposed to your brand for the first time. So keep that in mind, that by segmenting consumers based on engagement with your site, building different lists is going to be very valuable for you. Keep in mind as well that different look-back windows are going to help quite a bit. So you may want to have different look-back windows, like consumers who have, for each of your segments, for consumers who have been to your site in the last 24 hours, last 7 days, last 14 days, 30 days, 360, 540. Think about all the look-back windows and create those lists to give you maximum flexibility. You'll have a different strategy for the different lists. So once again, guys, PPC Ian here. Just excited to share with you guys the definition of retargeting today. Hope this adds value for you guys. If you like what you're hearing here, listening to on YouTube, you like the video, please feel free to subscribe or leave a comment. I greatly appreciate that. And I'll see you in the next video. Have a wonderful day.